Welcome to the anti-slice system. Now let me talk you through what you're going to be going through as you go through these 8 steps that you see below. Now, what we're going to be looking at here, we want to help you get rid of that shot, that slice that works left and works way to the right, which then robs you of distance and consistent strikes, right? It is literally 98% of players struggle with the slice. So what you're going to get in this anti-slice system is a step-by-step approach. There are 8 steps we're looking for. Now these are linked into initially just understanding and the setup. Then we talk about club face and how you adjust the swing path. Then we talk about how you practice and how you can then ingrain what we've just talked about. How you then, if you are struggling a little bit, how you can work with different clubs and different stroke lengths to build your confidence, and then how do you then take it onto the course? Because obviously if you've spent so long seeing a ball work this way and suddenly you're trying to work it this way, there will be a transition period as to you going onto the course and confidently taking a draw onto the course, as opposed to maybe having a slice for a year or 5 or 10 years. So let's just give you a quick insight here into a little overview as to the process we're going to be running through. Now, the first thing that we're looking at here is just really to, and you'll get this as you go through the steps, is the understanding of what causes a slice. Now, the main culprit is the club face being open when you hit the shot. So at impact, the club face is open. That then causes the left to right side spin that occurs. So the culprit of slicing is an open club face. Then what happens the moment you have an open club face, right? So we're now open, club face is open, pointing this way, they get the curvature. We then counter that with a swing path out to in. So what you're going to see with most slicers, or pretty much all slicers, is face open, number 1. Number 2, they're fed up of hitting it right, they swing to the left to accommodate and try and compensate. So they're swinging left, that then stops all their weight and they end up on their back foot as well. So there's a knock-on effect of what happens when the club face is open. So understanding that basic principle, we need to get the club face closing first. We then need to adjust the swing path to swing more to the right rather than over to the left. So those 2 key points are what you will be working on throughout these 8 videos or 8 steps. Now remember, we are going through a process. So what you'll see with the steps is this. Step 1 will be all about getting you online, get some correct data. Step 2 will be talking about your grip, how the grip influences your ability to close the face. Step 3, right, we'll be talking about the takeaway, how you get the club face working back as more closed rather than whipping it open, and the impact of that. Step 4 will now be working on the club face itself. We're now going to try and release the club face closed. Step 5 will be the swing path, working the swing path in to out. Step 6 will be the practice session, how you now work on the practice, what little practice session of 10 balls working on the club face releasing and then improving the path after. Step 7 will be what if you're struggling, what can you do and how you can build up your levels and build up your confidence. And step 8 is how you then take it onto the course, having been a slicer for maybe years or decades even, how you can then slowly adjust mentally and emotionally to suddenly hitting a draw, which clearly will take a bit of time. It changes your outlook on the course. So what you're going to be getting with this anti-slice system is just a really simple step-by-step process that takes you through your journey of change and helps you to understand what will happen as you gradually make these changes and stop slicing that ball, losing all that distance, and eventually hitting that draw, striking it better. And I promise you'll be surprised how much distance you can gain when you start hitting a draw, right? What I tend to see with players is with irons, it's 20 to 30 yards difference. With their woods, again, it's 20, 30, 40, even 50 yards difference when they start to get more of a draw sort of hooky shape rather than the slice shape or fade slice shape. So it's a huge difference to most amateur players. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this system. If you have any questions at all, please, by all means, send a comment my way, get in contact with me, and I will answer whatever questions you have. If you want to send in a video just to check you're online, I do a selection of free video analysis, so please feel free to send the videos in just to double check if you're doing the right thing. All of that I can then do for you and help you to become that drawer and get rid of that slice forever. Look forward to seeing you in the videos.